Hello, today we're going to be going through an LGBT survey. Oh, what fun this is going to be.
I can explain where it came from, so.
Okay, right. Well,
Yeah.
So if you want to explain where this came from.
Yeah, right. So, I found this on Facebook in a trans group, and I was just curious to know what it contained, because I've never done any trans surveys before, and I'm curious to see the kind of slant that they put on it. So, figured we'd go through it together, have a bit of a laugh, hopefully. Dog, why?
Hopefully. We'll see what the government... Your dog is really fucking loud.
Yeah. I don't know what her deal is.
Okay, right. We'll see what the government wants to know about the LGBT people living in the UK then. Right, so... I'm not any of those things.
I'm nearly one of those, so...
Well,
I'm gonna count it.
Apparently nearly being something is the same as being something if
I mean, according to the radical leftist definition, I am one of those. However, biologically speaking, of course I'm not.
A minority sexual orientation. Like, I love the way that they give lesbian, gay, bisexual, and then minority sexual orientation.
Like there's much more than that.
Yeah, like...
And if you're hetero, we don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck about heterosexuals.
No one does. No one does.
I can just go fuck myself. Or
or not, as the case may be.
16 years old or over.
I hope that's not mental age.
Well. No, we'll be failing that. And,
yes.
Living in the UK. We've got that one covered.
If nothing else, we have that.
Alright, let's start this bullshit. Oh,
I love the rainbow from
the top. That's amazing.
Oh.
I love the way that at the start of it, it also repeats the fact that you should be LGBT, 16 years or over, and living in the UK.
Just to clarify.
Clarify. The survey should take around 15 minutes to complete. Anonymous survey. Please do not include any information that could identify you or anyone else. Yada yada, the usual shit. I don't think we want to save and continue later at any point.
No, let's just wing it.
There's not going to be a part 2 to this.
You got to be 16 or over. How old are you? Under 16.
Well, obviously. What do you reckon it'd do if I clicked? It'd
probably kick us.
I don't want to risk it, so.
Yeah, let's not risk that.
Let's just. These are vague enough that I don't have to worry about.
Yeah. Gender identity. Oh my god.
I'm gonna let you pick the answer for each of these, but I'm gonna just make a quick comment on this fifth one here. Non-binary / genderqueer / agender / gender fluid.
Part of me wants to go with other and go colour gender.
The blue gender.
Blue gender. So that if it asks for pronouns, I can make the same joke again.
Do we have to pick black gender now because they want that added into the flag? And yeah, the government's not keeping up with the times. Look at this shit. There's no black or brown in here.
Oh, that's racist. That's racial discrimination. How dare you?
I'll get rid of my bookmarks, Bob.
Yeah, that's probably a decent plan. I forgot to mention that to you before we started. Just like anime. Okay.
Hey.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I don't care if people know that I watch anime, okay?
Yeah, man, it's fine. I don't give a shit. You do you, bruh.
Alright, gender identity. What are we going for this shit?
Why don't we stick with the classic trans man? Fuck it.
Trans man. We're not going...
Yeah, it's...
We're not going the classic Apache. then. Rather.
Oh no, that would have been beautiful.
I think that's too
Yeah, we got to try and
too
keep this
blatantly.
subtle, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, too blatantly taking the piss. Do you identify as intersex? Intersex is used as an umbrella term to donate. Donate. They probably want a fucking donation by now. To denote.
Go to the Patreon.
Support me on Patreon. I'm intersex.
Variations of the puzzle. Intersex.
To denote a number of different variations in a person's bodily characteristics that do not match strict medical definitions of male or female. What bodily characteristics could you have that don't match male or female?
Yeah, like they're either going to match one or the other.
Like the most out there thing that is possible is like I've forgotten the fucking word again. I swear I did that last time. Hermaphrodite? Yeah, hermaphrodite.
Yeah.
But, like, no one's gonna... Unless it's, like, a ladyboy.
Well, yeah, but then it's like... Even then, technically, a dick matches male, even if your body matches female. So technically, you're going with one or the other anyway. So
I'm gonna say no, because this is bollocks.
Yes.
So,
yes, it is.
I can't be a thing that's bollocks.
Let's... Oh, you know what would be fun? Just go fucking hetero. See how quickly we get kicked.
Oh, but we already said that we were trans man, so...
Oh, that's true.
We've already...
So would that make... Hang on, if I said trans man, that would mean we have to go with gay.
Does it?
Well, I don't know. Are we going to base this off of actuality, or are we just going to go just off the walls with this shit?
Well, I mean, you like guys, so I guess...
I do like guys.
We can go with gay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of waiting for a fun option to pick at some point down the line.
A fun option.
Yeah, so for now we'll stick with relatively legit seeming things, and later if it asks for any specifics, we can just have a bit of fun with that.
Well, you know it's going to ask about discrimination at some point.
Oh yeah, so that's the point where we have fun.
So, something I just want to quickly cover. You know that bisexual is now being used to refer to being attracted to 2 or more genders, as opposed to just 2. Like...
What the fuck?
Like...
That's... I'm sorry. Bi.
Yeah.
Bi as in 2.
Yeah, but by the prefix 2.
Oh my god, I can't
is
even...
now 2 or more. It's like these people don't understand English, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, with the bloody pronoun game, you'd think, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ. As English language students, that shit bothers us.
Yeah, I mean... They don't understand too much about biology either, to be fair, but...
Well, no, true. They seem to be fairly poorly educated. But then, I'd say it was more voluntarily poorly educated. Because I don't think, back when they used to be in school, that they actually taught that shit.
Oh,
I think they just choose to ignore it.
You sure it isn't from one of those awful hackney schools that Diane Abbott refuses to send her kid to?
I mean, you didn't want him to go to a school full of kids that had been brought up by West Indian mums.
No.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she sent her kid to a private school.
But she's an interesting woman.
Yeah.
And I love how there was this massive public outcry with racism. Nobody likes Diane Abbott because she's a black woman. No, she's an imbecile.
No one likes Diane Abbott because she's a black woman. That's racist, but her comments on white people...
No, that's totally fine, man. Fuck them whites.
It's not reverse racism, it's just fucking racism.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, moving on, Jesus.
What is your current relationship status?
Suppose just living with partner.
Yeah, I guess you are now, aren't you?
But yeah, because we will be when we go back in like September-y time.
Yes.
So we'll say that.
There's not really much to take the piss out there.
No, that's all fairly standard. So.
That's fair enough. All right, living in the UK. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, here we go. All right, here we go.
They had to thank us as well as LGBT people. Our time is precious, and getting 7% of the way through
by some homo.
Oh yeah. Thank you for not already calling the authorities on us discriminating against you.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god. Fucking can't.
Right. On a scale of 1 to 5, how comfortable do you feel being an LGBT person in the UK?
Oh, not at all comfortable. God, no. Oh.
Yeah, but that's for a different reason than...
Yeah, I know. I mean, if I knew that the next page would then ask me why, I'd say all the other LGBT people, for the most part, seem to be total cucks.
Well, to be fair, we do have previous page, so we could come back and change this.
Yeah,
if they
let's
don't
see what
give
the
us
next
the
page
option.
says.
I mean, how can you not be comfortable as an LGBT person in the UK anymore if you're one of those people? There's fucking pride events every 12 minutes.
I know, I hate it. I mean, if we tried to aggressively push the fact that we're hetero, I mean, well, you...
Yeah,
then
if I wanted straight pride.
Yeah, if you wanted straight pride. Oh, have you seen that video, that one dickhead that was talking about why there isn't a straight pride? And he said, well, you have it every other day. And I'm like, no.
That's such bollocks, though. That's like saying that...
I'm sorry, how many straight pride floats do you see going down the street? Taking up police time? Fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Yeah, my cousin is trans, and yeah, fucking hell, all that is on Facebook at the minute is, ooh, look at what we did. Look at what we did. It's the trans pride thing.
Oh, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. If we all just stopped drawing attention to it, we could get on with our fucking lives.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think that it's something to really take pride in.
No!
Like, it's just who you are, and...
Yeah, you should take pride in your achievements and your accomplishments.
Yeah.
Not your sexual preferences or whether you've had a dick cut off. I don't give a shit.
Whether you've had a dick cut off. That extends to a lot more than just trans people. There have been some pretty angry wives out there in the past.
Oh, yeah. There was that one with the woman that put her husband's dick in a garbage disposal.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that was grim.
Yeah.
But that's just insanity. We'll have an insanity pride next.
Fucking probably. Well, but yeah, I mean, I don't have a WSM pride for white straight men, so...
Yeah, it's fine. We'll create a movement. Fuck it. See how far it gets before it's shut down.
International Men's Day has already been, like, kind of half shut down in this country.
And that doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah, feminists at York.
Horrendous. Can't fucking stand it.
Alright. Do you ever avoid holding hands in public with a same-sex partner for fear of a negative reaction from others? This is kind of...
No, I just don't hold hands. We're not...
Well,
that's... Not fucking...
That's more does not apply to me, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, there's a really sad thing I saw when I was watching the news, and it was like a bunch of people have actually been attacked for being, like, holding hands with their partners.
God.
Which is fucking awful. And I imagine that this is probably the most relevant and acceptable part of the survey.
No, that's fair dues.
Yeah.
No, that's fair dues. I mean, that's the thing, is like, a lot of our views could be willingly misconstrued as being very anti a lot of this shit, but we're, like, we're not. We're just anti-bullshit.
Like, I think I knew from about age 6 or 7 that my cousin was trans, and it's just kind of something that...
You just deal with, you know?
Well, people our age are kind of very aware of. It's not something that... But yeah. Do you ever avoid being open about your sexual orientation for fear of a negative reaction from others?
No.
I mean, that shit happens, like, at schools, but not...
Yeah, I remember at school when my bitch came out as bi. And good God. But then he didn't give a shit. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone was ripping into him left and right for a couple of weeks, and then they got bored. And then everyone else started coming out as bi as well. So, I don't fucking know.
Oh, that's the thing. It's not... I don't think it really happens too much outside of the classroom that...
Yeah,
you get
in the real world,
massively...
people just don't.
Like, unless you go up to
Generally.
someone who's really obviously anti-gay and...
Yeah. Like if you approach Westboro Baptist Church and told them, you might get a slightly negative reaction.
Hey, you can't criticize religious people.
Oof.
That's discrimination.
Oh, dang.
Their
How
God
could I
could have
possibly
told them
forget?
anything.
Oh, fuck. Religion's another topic, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Right, do you ever avoid expressing your gender identity for fear of a negative...
No.
But we just answered that... Hold on. No, wait, no, that's gender identity, sexual orientation versus...
Yeah.
Alright,
But no,
so...
I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, I don't
Because
think many
people don't really care.
Alright, we were now about you and your experiences, specifically in relation to your transgender status or gender identity.
Hang on, what are they referring to transitioning as here?
Transitioning refers to the steps a person may take to live in the gender with which they identify.
Yeah, that's not what it means.
No, transitioning is like the actual transition.
The surgical process.
Yeah, like...
With the hormones and everything. That's not what transitioning means.
Yeah, just wearing the clothes of the opposite sex isn't transitioning.
No.
Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, at some point most people will have worn clothes of the other sex.
So what? My brother, when he was 5 years old, wearing a Cinderella Disney princess dress,
he was transitioning.
Started transitioning then.
Yeah, he was
Absolute
transitioning
shit.
at the age of 5. It was obvious he was a trans woman from that age.
Ridiculous.
They should have been giving him hormones so that his dick would be too small to actually do the transition properly. Like, I can't remember where I saw that, but someone had been given like a bunch of hormones when they were younger, didn't go through puberty right, and can't actually go through the transition now because they fucked them up when they were a kid.
Yeah, oh my god, hormones don't even properly kick in until you're starting to hit puberty.
Yeah.
So you can't. Oh my god, that is straight up child abuse.
Well, the thing is, like, surely the best time to do it would be end of puberty.
Yeah.
Like, once everything's developed so you can do what you need to do.
Yeah, because at that point, your body kind of chills out a little bit. So you can actually start, rearranging a few things.
Right, so we're just going prefer not to say on that one?
Yeah, because that is... No, I refuse to follow their fucking definition. Because it's horse shit.
75 years or older.
Yeah.
I laugh at that, but...
we picked the sort of 20-odd age bracket, but we'll go for 75.
Yeah, that just brings back memories of that 50-odd-year-old who went and lived as an 8-year-old girl.
Oh my god, no, don't. I've seen that. And he's just sat there with these big bunches on the top of his head in this pink dress, and I'm thinking, why?
Yeah, it's scary.
It's terrible.
He was, what do you reckon it'd be for changing your age?
Age, I guess.
Yeah. Like, that's going to be really fucked up. Like, you see someone and they can say whatever age they want because apparently it's an okay thing to live as a different
You've got
age.
Dolezal saying that she's transracial, so, this shit isn't impossible at this stage.
Hey, transracial started a long time before that. Remember Michael Jackson? Remember when it just used to be a thing for rich, insane people, basically?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that caught me off guard. Oh.
Yeah,
Damn.
that used to weird me out. That still weirds me out, to be honest.
It does. It's so weird because while he was black, he looked, honestly, I thought he was pretty hot. And then he did and he looked so, Do
you know if his death, that was drugs, I'm pretty sure. If his, like, burial thing was a proper burial or whether it was a cremation, because, like...
He would have melted.
Yeah, that would have been a really weird fucking cremation, wouldn't it? If you time-lapsed that shit.
Ooh, you know what? That's a little bit dark.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on from that.
Alright, are you aware of the UK's legal gender recognition process that allows people to apply for a gender recognition certificate? Well, yeah, it's kind of assumed that exists.
Yeah, I could have.
Yeah.
I believe that exists.
I love the way that there's a prefer not to say. Like... like it's a bad
Instead
thing
of a don't
you know,
just
or don't
prefer
know.
not to say. Fuck.
Do you have a gender recognition certificate?
No, because I'm not a retard.
To be fair, like, that's how you actually go about doing it properly, but, like, I really hope that one just has, you know, the two genders that exist.
Yeah, it won't, though. You know it won't.
I just hope it hasn't caught up to the Tumblr 70-odd.
Oh, God. Like, I'm fine with it if you're legitimately trans.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying I don't have one, because I am not a retard, because I am not biologically transitioning. So I do not possess one.
Right, which of the following, if any, do you think are the requirements of the UK's legal gender recognition process? Is this do you think or should be? This is do you think, isn't it?
It's do you think. So I don't think you need a diagnosis of dysphoria, because lots of people say they're trans and don't have dysphoria. So I don't think that's necessary.
At this point, you could just fucking, like, be a 4-year-old and say I'm a girl and you're fucking trans.
Yeah, part of me looking at these, part of me wants to say none of the above. Because looking through them, I know a lot of people that don't fall into a lot of these categories, so I don't think you need to have any of this.
Yeah, but are they legally recognised as that gender? This is more of a fucking quiz at this point, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine that the government is... I can't imagine that they're not doing that, because I imagine that there would be, like... It wouldn't be trans pride, it would be trans riot at Parliament if it wasn't that. So I'm gonna...
I think none of the above. Yeah.
Have you previously applied, or are you currently applying?
Nope. Noopity noop.
Why have you not applied?
I'm not interested.
Is it expensive?
I don't know. I might put other as well. And just say, it sounds like bollocks to me.
You literally want me to put sounds like bollocks?
Yeah, sounds like bollocks. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna... You know what? Who
fuck
cares?
It, see how far we get.
Well, it's fine. They're not gonna screen people for using the word bollocks.
No.
Especially in a trans...
And, you know, they asked me.
In a trans survey.
Oh, yeah, they can't be... I can just fucking sue them.
I was referring to my genitals.
Yeah.
Or my preferred
ethereal genitals.
My preferred genital...
orientation.
Yeah.
My vagina identifies as a dick.
My bollocks are 90 degrees facing east. Damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think that, personally, I don't think that gender is something I'm particularly interested in being a legal thing. Like, I don't care if people have to legally identify me as a dude. I don't give a shit.
Oh, you mean you're not moving to Canada anytime soon, then? Yeah, that is like that is maximum cringe.
Oh, it is.
Country.
It is. It's the worst. Oh my god. There is no way in hell.
Yeah.
Oof.
I love this option here. I can't get the help I need to put together a successful
Oh my
application.
god, so wait, trans and retarded.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Alright, education.
Oh, here we go, right.
Well, it doesn't matter if it was discussed because most people just kind of know.
Well,
Like-
yeah.
I think sexual orientation was discussed.
Yeah, that was. Gender identity, not so much.
Yeah, I don't think anyone discussed gender
No one
identity
really
while
gave
we
a
were at
shit,
school.
which I miss, to be honest.
Yeah. How well did the discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity at school prepare you for later? Prepare you, like you're relying on that to understand whether or not you want to put it in a guy's ass or not. Like,
Yeah, like that's one of those things you decide for yourself.
Yeah.
School shouldn't be teaching people to be LGBT, etc., etc. It's one of those things you kind of know.
it's like the RE lessons we have. You're supposed to talk about it in the sense of this exists, you have to be okay with it.
Yeah.
But you don't teach it like a fucking Catholic school saying, this is how it is.
Yeah, and it's like no one really gave you a step-by-step guide on how to be LGBT blah 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 blah. Like
I believe the step-by-step guide was bitch about everything, go to Pride, and then demand that people bow to
accept
your
you.
worldview.
Yeah. Yeah. Like no one sat us down and said, if you're this, you're superior, you know?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of them feel superior. Apparently they have a lot of pride in it.
Yeah, a lot of them feel superior, but no one taught them to be
Yeah.
superior until they got to university. That's different, but
Oh, yeah.
before then,
Neutral, because...
yeah, neutral because, they didn't exactly... Yeah.
It should be neutral.
It should be.
You're not saying it's better, you're not saying it's worse. And, like, you kind of live your life how you want to, not how your teachers tell you to, so...
Yeah, so I imagine this one will be a neutral one as well, because it's like, no one was madly sympathetic, and no one was really anti, because teachers shouldn't be either of those ends, because they're teachers.
Well, yeah, they're just supposed to teach you.
Yeah,
as
they're
good
not
as
your
anyone
fucking
else.
parents. Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
So I'm going to say neutral for that one.
Issues facing transgender, gender fluid, and non-binary. I still can't get my head around the whole gender fluid.
That's because it's bollocks.
It's just, I'm extremely confused as to what gender I want to be.
Yeah, it's like, I can't decide. There are so many choices nowadays. That's not how it fucking works. I'm not taking you down to fucking Wickendon's in High Street going, right, what kind of sweets do you want? You could have these pink ones, you could have some chocolate, some licorice. Oh, I can't decide. I'm sweetie fluid.
No, it's gonna
no.
have a pick and mix of genders at the office to get that gender recognition certificate done.
Yep.
That's what it's gonna be. I think I'll have a male, a female, and a fire gender today.
Oh my god. Yeah, we'll say neutral for that one. That's fair.
I'll be asked. I love the way they prepare you. You will now be asked. They won't
Like, you can't
ask
just
you.
read down. We want to warn you beforehand. We know you're fragile.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, some of them at least. Some of them actually
Oh, yeah. Some of them are I want to say like me, but that's probably not a good comparison to make because I'm kind of a dick. But a lot of them just want to go about their lives and have this be a non-issue.
Yeah. Well,
and that's fine.
That brings me to an interesting point. Said about my cousin. My cousin went and did a TV show, a magazine interview, and several other bits that make it like blatantly obvious, like always posting on Facebook about it, but then got really angry when one of the people at his work discussed it with one of the other people. Like, not even in a negative way, just the fact that he knew and told someone else was negative.
I can't. So many people I know do that.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking stand it.
I'm pretty sure it was one of the early BBC things that he was on. I don't know. I didn't. I caught a little tiny bit of it.
I can't even. I mean, part of me, shit like that, part of me would be quite keen to go on TV and call it all bollocks from my perspective. But then part of me is also like, don't become the thing you hate.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's like, I think it's important to have other opinions, though.
Oh, for sure. Totally.
It'd
be interesting to actually confront someone of the opposite opinion to me and see what the fuck happens.
Probably, a bloodbath and...
Yeah.
And no prison time because you were attacking them. It was a microaggression.
Oh.
In the last academic year, were you in education at any time?
Yeah.
In the last academic year, which of the following educational institutions did you attend?
It'd be uni at this point, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the last academic year, how many people at your educational institution, if any, were you open with about being LGBT?
Pretty much no one. I wasn't, open about it. If someone asked, I'd tell them, but I wasn't going around announcing it to everyone.
See, I'd say that's some, but the fact that they have the option of all is a little bit worrying.
You have to tell everyone. What the fuck?
I wouldn't run up to everyone at my university, the people I don't know, in the lecture hall and tell them my sexual preference and my gender identity.
Yeah.
And it'd be a bit weird to think that someone, And again, you said about the whole, announcing it in the group circle thing. Alright. I'd say some, and none.
Yeah, some, and none.
Okay.
It's pretty accurate.
In the last academic year, how did others at your educational institution react to you being LGBT, or because they thought you were LGBT?
I like to say they did not react, because that's kind of the neutral option.
But is it the true option?
I don't know, because it's difficult, because they're both positively and negatively. Well, no, because there wasn't any negativity, and it wasn't overtly positive.
Although
I feel...
They did try and welcome you into the LGBT crap because of you being LGBT.
Yeah.
So I'd have called that positive.
Yeah, alright, we'll say positively.
That's trying to be your friend because of your identity.
Yeah, it's not a good reason.
No, it's like being friends with someone because of how much their parents make. It's
yeah, it's not cool,
probably not
really.
the best.
No.
Right. Workplace. We would now like to hear about your experiences in the workplace if you have had a job in the past year. Have you had a job in the past year?
No, because I've been at uni.
I guess we're just going to have to say no and move on then.
Yeah, I suppose.
Healthcare.
Because if they start asking me shit... Oh, there we go. Oh, right.
Alright. Right, in the past 12 months, did you access or try to access any public healthcare services?
Well, yeah.
Well, That's such a stupid question. I think
That's
everyone
kind of
has
non-related.
visited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has visited, like, the GP at some point in the last 12 months, surely.
Well, yeah.
In the past 12 months, how often did you discuss or disclose your sexual orientation with healthcare staff?
I didn't really. It wasn't relevant, so I
Yeah,
didn't bring it up.
Like, in the
Like,
past
if you're
12
going because you've got a fucking boil on your ass, you're not going to tell them whether you like cock or vag.
It was not relevant.
It wasn't relevant.
But they know. They know that their
Yeah,
question
they
isn't
know.
relevant. In the past 12 months, did you experience any of the following when using or trying to access healthcare services because of your sexual orientation? Well,
None of the above. Literally no one gave a shit because I didn't disclose anything because it didn't matter. So nothing.
the thing I hate about this, all of this is subjective.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
the negative experience could have
be
been fucking
anything.
anything. It could have been just the fact that someone asked.
Yeah.
Like, fear of discrimination. It's not anyone's
That's
fault
your
that you
own
fear.
fear, yeah.
Intolerant reactions, that depends what you're classing as intolerant.
Yeah. It's
My
all
specific-
totally subjective.
My specific needs were ignored. I love the idea that you go in with, like, hay fever and go in and say, hey, can I have some antihistamines? And they're like, yeah, but we're not going to give you the gay ones, we're going to give you the straight ones. We're going to give you the straight antihistamines. Like, I was inappropriately referred to specialist services.
Maybe you were appropriately referred because of what you came in for. How do you know it was inappropriate?
Hey, you're not a fucking doctor.
Yeah. Don't try and do their fucking job.
Right, and yeah, continuing on, discrimination or intolerant reactions, subjective, unwanted pressure or being forced to undergo.
No one forces you into tests.
Yeah, no one
does that, ever.
ever, and you're always pressured by a doctor because they know what's best for you.
Yeah, and
Like-
you're probably a snowflake, so you're probably feeling more pressure than's actually being exerted.
Yeah, it's...
Doctors don't bully you because if they do, they will be in a shit ton of trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I went in for a fucking heart test once with one of the nurses, and she said, oh, do you want to have a blood test taken while you're here as well? Because I was going to come back the next day for it. And she said, I don't mind which you do, it's up to you. No one sat me in a chair and said, I'm going to jab this needle in your arm to take a blood test. Like, I had the fucking option. I did it anyway because I'm not an idiot, but, you know, no one says to you, you have to have this done right now, and you will sit there and fucking do this because fuck you. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's fucking bollocks. And inappropriate questions of curiosity. As opposed...
That's a doctor's job, is to ask questions about how you're doing. That's why you show up there, to get better.
And inappropriate is subjective. The doctor doesn't know what's inappropriate for you. Like, plus what if it's very appropriate? What if you've gone in with, like, a torn arsehole and they're like, how many
and they
times
ask
have you
about
been
your
butt-fucked recently? Like,
Yeah, that's,
it is relevant,
you know, technically,
sometimes.
that's not inappropriate. Technically. So, again, subjective. There's so much shit.
Yeah. Did you experience any of the following? So this is basically the same thing, but with gender. None of the above, then.
Yeah, none of the above, because it's fucking...
Hold on, I just want to check. Inappropriate questions or curiosity has now become inappropriate curiosity. So you're not allowed to question a person who isn't straight, but you are allowed to question someone who's transgender, but you're not allowed to be curious about either of them.
Oh, dang. That's fucking transphobic. Let's fucking report government for transphobia.
Report. There's no report.
I don't want to be questioned.
There's no triggered button. Where is it?
It needs to be big and flashing. Oh no, wait, if it's flashing, someone will moan because epilepsy warning!
You have no idea how much I just want to edit in flashing lights.
just don't tell anyone.
Just don't
you
tell
know what?
anyone.
Sucks to be you.
Nah, in all seriousness, no.
No, epilepsy's bad. Fair dues.
Yeah, there was an epileptic in my course, and...
Oh yeah, you told me. Jesus, that was horrendous.
I don't even know what triggered him to go off, but like
I hate
times.
the word triggered so much now.
Yeah,
It's unreal.
It's like
I used to just be like, oh, that's fairly descriptive. Now it's like, no, can't use it.
God damn. Have you been taking counselling?
Yeah, CBT is a thing that I'm currently going through because depressive shit.
Oh, yeah, I'm being referred
to.
I'm being referred to the psychology team, psychologists, something like that.
Yeah, it's annoying because so far I've been going through it and it's been horrendously unhelpful. But I don't know whether that's because I'm doing it online because the waiting list is 3 months long, and the woman that I'm having it with has appalling spelling and grammar, or if it's actually shit.
I'd say that yes, I tried to access them, but was unsuccessful then.
Well, technically I have accessed them, because, you know, the government needs to know that their services are wank. So I have accessed them, they're just shit.
Yeah, fair enough. On a scale of 1 to 5, how easy was it for you to access mental health services?
Oh, not easy at all. It was piss.
1?
It was absolutely, fucking nightmare to try and get a hold of anyone, ever.
See, personally, I'd have said a 4 for myself, because I got put immediately onto medication, but then...
Yeah, see, I didn't.
Got referred once the medication was shit.
Because drugs are bad, okay?
Why was accessing mental health services difficult?
GP wasn't supportive. That's definitely a fact. Because I went there twice about it, and they basically said, if it gets any worse, go to A&E. And I was just like, what, in a body bag?
Yeah, go to A&E. Accident and emergency. Yeah.
So dumb. Yeah, that was all. It was just, GP was shit, and it took fucking ages.
Alright. None of these are really relevant still to being LGBT.
Yeah, they're basically saying, oh, you're LGBT, so, oh, are you assuming that I'm fucking mentally ill as well? How dare you assume my mental identity?
See, I think that what it's going to be doing here is that someone is going to take a look at this survey, and they're going to look, and they're going to see that the NHS is shit, and then they're going to say, it's discriminating against LGBT.
Maybe. I mean,
I think that's what's going to happen.
You and I have differing opinions when it comes to NHS privatisation.
I wouldn't really say different opinions. I'm pretty nonplussed on the whole thing. I mean, I haven't really seen...
Oh, fair enough.
I haven't really seen any... Personally, I haven't seen any bad practice in any of them. I know that there are a lot of instances where there is, like, malpractice or ridiculous waiting times, but the surgery, the GP that I'm at, is really good, so...
You're the same one as me, aren't you?
I think so, yeah.
The one in town?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're decent.
Yeah. A lot better than any
ones at uni.
By the uni, yeah.
Yeah, right. The uni ones were just ugh.
Overall, how would you rate the mental health services you used?
Mainly negative, because they were mostly shit. I mean, I went to try and get CBT a while ago. I showed up and they said, nah, you're too far gone. It'd be dangerous to start it on you now. And I was like,
too far gone.
Fucking kidding me.
Sorry you didn't come soon enough. Just die.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so what do I do now? Oh, well, we've got a crisis team number. I was like, great. So I can ring these people when I'm dead, yeah? Fuck me.
Yeah. Did you try to access any sexual health services?
No.
Alright, and in the past, did you access or try to access any specialist gender identity services?
No, because I'm not a tard. Well, actually, technically I am, but not in that way.
Care. Okay, you will now be asked experiences if you have lived in a care home or other form of institutional care in the past year. I mean, if J K Rowling donated some of her money to the charity that she carries on telling us all to donate to, there wouldn't be anyone in care.
Oh,
But,
snizzity snap. Yeah, no, I have not been in a care home.
Okay.
My care is
home.
going to be living with me. So.
Have you been at home at any point? Have you had a home? Are you homeless? Right. How many people, if any, were you open with about being LGBT?
Family members you live with excluding partners, and then other people excluding partners. What the fuck?
So I imagine
That's so
that
vague.
it would be family members only, and then other people you lived with would be like if you were sharing a flat with someone like I was, but you weren't. So
No.
that doesn't apply to you.
That one, and the top one. Some, not everyone, to be honest. There are some people that I think that are better off
you'd already
not
told
knowing.
everyone at your house.
Right, technically, yeah. Everyone that, yeah, technically.
So I'd say it's all because it hasn't like asked how they reacted to it.
Yeah. So technically, yes, all with the family members you lived with. Technically.
We going all?
Yeah, we'll go all.
Okay. Did you experience any of the following from someone you live with for any reason? I love the way that now it includes partners.
Yeah, but okay.
Alright. Wow, this is getting fucking,
Depressing?
yeah.
Yeah. See, this is just abusive shit. This is unrelated necessarily to being LGBT. This can happen to most people.
See, that's the thing, like, you do get that kind of stuff regardless of whether you're LGBT or not. I think that it's a sad thing, but I think that happens to everyone. Well, every members of each group. I don't think it happens to everyone.
Well, yeah.
Are we ticking any of these boxes for you?
The only one there is the disclosing that you're LGBT without your permission. That was really fuck off awkward. But that's the only thing, so.
Fair enough. I imagine it would be more awkward than, like, you know, like...
It's not, like, abusive behaviour.
Yeah.
It's just, oh god. Like, no one set out to try and make me feel attacked. It was literally just I assume this is okay to tell people, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah, it's just mishandled information, and you get that with everything, really.
Yeah. So,
I love the way that you can not click any of these things on the previous page and yet claim it here.
Still, yeah. Like, none of these was particularly serious, but that's technically the only one that happened, so it'd be that.
Yeah, but the most serious, but not really serious.
Yeah. It was parents. Well, it was my mum. It was awkward. We were around my nan's, and it was a room full of people that had come over to visit. I was about to go off to work, and my mum just said, "Oh yeah, by the way," and just kind of outed it to this room full of people, and I was like, "I'm gonna go to work now, bye," and I just left. Oh, it was so awkward.
I love the way that it says other older family members, but there's no other younger family members.
Yeah, just whatever, I guess.
Like, what if you were one of those people who started transitioning at the age of 75?
Yeah.
Right, did you or anyone else report this most serious incident?
No.
Okay. Why did you not report this?
Could just say other and say it wasn't a big deal.
I love how many of these, like... Yeah, like, a lot of this stuff is really relevant to the more serious ones, but also to everyone fucking else as well.
Yeah.
Right, in the past 12 months, how many people in the following groups, if any, were you open with about being LGBT? You've been open with all of your friends, haven't you?
Yeah, friends all. Neighbours none, because who cares? And then family some.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you experience any of the following from someone you were not living with because you're LGBT? Same question again. Did anyone else like fuck you up in any way?
No.
Fair enough. Inappropriate
Not
comments.
really.
That's pretty much just our friendship.
It's the same as last time. Oh yeah, God, yes. Oof, we've made some great comments.
We have.
They've been beautiful.
Other experiences. Now I would like to ask you a few final questions about some specific experiences. Has anyone ever shared private sexual images or videos of you without your consent?
No, because I don't do that.
Have you ever had so-called conversion or reparative therapy in an attempt to cure you?
Ugh, God, no.
It's scary that
That
must exist.
That's terrifying.
Have you ever been
No, I
offered?
haven't offered it. No.
Nearly finished. Like, you're nearly there.
Ah, good. I wish they should have had a midpoint to tell me, because now I feel victimized.
Oh, I feel victimized. I wasn't even allowed to take the survey, really.
Ethnic group white, and they just stop here, like, right, we don't care. Or can we put Kekistani?
But other ethnic group doesn't open that up.
No, that's a shame. Guess what?
Well,
just stick.
Well, the thing is, it shouldn't really matter.
No, it shouldn't, because it's an LGBT thing.
Yeah.
And you can be white and trans, so it's fine. Apparently. Oh, can we put Kekistani in other?
Well, I guess we could. Is Kekistani the national religion?
I think Kekistani, is the nationality. I think... what's the religion? Is it just Kek? Or is it Kekistanism? I'm not sure.
Kekistanism or Kekistanity?
Kekistanism sounds like it's more likely.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Fuck it.
Do you consider yourself to have a disability?
Technically?
See, that's the thing. Like, I
wouldn't consider it as a disability per se. Like, technically it is, but I don't find it to be that debilitating.
So, are we going yes, no, or prefer not to say on that one?
Technically I do, so I suppose yes.
What is the furthest level of education?
Just be A levels.
Aye. And,
don't know, I suppose, because I'm a student and so I don't really get like a personal income. I just get a loan.
Which area? We're in the southeast, aren't we?
We are indeed.
I'll probably.
How satisfied are you with your life nowadays?
That's nothing to do with being LGBT. Like,
just like, all right, you know, It's decent. I've got a dog and a hamster.
Yeah, it's...
That's so stupid.
It's like, you could be LGBT and be the happiest person ever, and then, like, you know, someone close to you dies, you suddenly go from a 10 down to a 1, and they don't know that because they're not fucking asking. No. They're just seeing, oh, there's an LGBT person who's upset.
Yeah, that's so dumb. Oh my god, this is just.
And it could be for something that everyone goes through.
Yeah,
like,
it could be. Well, I'm currently on my period, so you know, not feeling that great.
All right, so what are we saying for this?
I'm gonna say completely satisfied because I'm scared that if I don't, I'm gonna end up contributing to some new LGBT initiative.
You now have the opportunity to provide any further details about your experiences or perceptions as an LGBT person that will help to improve our understanding of your experiences and any experiences of discrimination you may have faced. Oh, this is the
This is the golden box of glory.
So I'll try and keep up with whatever you're saying.
All right.
If you wanted to give me 500.
We need to think of something together for this one, really. What can we put in here that might actually be, like, genuinely valuable information?
Genuinely valuable information would be just...
Kind of needs to be something along the lines of, you know, these kinds of surveys are just null and void at this point because everyone's forced to accept everyone else. Like, you don't have a choice nowadays.
I can never spell relevant.
I do that all the time.
Many of the questions weren't specifically relevant to LGBT people, such as those regarding the NHS and
domestic violence.
Home life?
Yeah, home life, I suppose.
The NHS, home life, and content. Is it contentness or contentedness?
Contentedness.
Fuck. Could be skewed to show discrimination where there isn't any.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That sounds like a fair enough comment.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's kind of the bit where I really wanted to kind of, you know, to kind of ground this, because, you know, we've been pretty flippant with this stuff, but surveys like this are potentially really, really bad because they are vague enough to be misconstrued in any way people want to view them.
That's the thing. It's like the wage gap that has been debunked.
That doesn't fucking exist.
It's all just statistics and how it's been skewed to show something.
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything else to that, or are we finishing the survey?
We could finish it off with, if everyone stopped drawing attention to LGBT people, we could all move on with our lives.
I think it's better to say
minority
groups.
Yeah.
We would find... I don't know why I typed found. We would find it easier to live cohesively or peacefully.
Probably more cohesively. Yeah, that's decent.
Alright.
Yeah.
We're finishing
nice
it up here then?
Yeah. That way we've done a good thing. Kind of.
Government Equalities Office. I'm waiting for the BBC to try and make like the garbage collection have a quota on it. Just something that's not a desirable job. Have a quota.
Everything is going to have a quota. But at least you can fake being trans really fucking easily nowadays. So if you need to, just go into work next time with a long blonde wig and red lipstick and say you're trans now.
Well, no, I can technically go in and say that I'm disabled now that I've been referred to the psychiatry place.
Oh yeah. I was just thinking, what? You disabled? When?
Yeah, I actually I lost a leg.
I was gonna say, I don't remember you getting an arm caught in anything, or...
Nah.
No, fair dues.
Alright, this survey will close on the 15th of October 2017. It's a good job it's open for like 3 fucking months, isn't it?
Oh yeah, totally.
Because that's not gonna, like, have anyone on fucking Twitter or Tumblr go through it like 12 times or anything.
Yeah. Well, part of me was really tempted to share it to the Republic of Kyrgyzstan on Facebook, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe not. They'll probably find it themselves anyway, and this could be a decent opportunity to actually get some home truths in there, rather than just trolling the shit out of it, which would be great, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, you're not changing anyone's minds by doing that.
Okay, so that was our Government Equalities Office LGBT survey. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.